Hey friends, welcome back to my channel Organized with Joy. I'm Joy and I want to inspire you to get organized. In today's video, I am going to be cleaning up my backyard and doing some power washing. I like to do this once a year. I just borrow my friend's power washer once a year to get this done. I did want to show you some before footage of what this space was looking like before I tackled it.
Place like gates of heaven I walked through, but all too soon they brought me back to life. True, some things take forever that felt true.
As you can see, I am starting this project just by using the leaf blower in our backyard. You might notice that we do have a lot of trees in our backyard, so we definitely get a lot of leaves falling. So that is the place where I'm going to start before I work on power washing.
Every minute that you live's a minute long, and 3 hours have passed since I took my mind off of you. 3 hours have passed since your last thought tried to run through. 3 hours have passed since a minute that I missed you. 3 hours have passed. It'll be 4 before you know it. I'll lose count if you don't count the 3 hours that passed. You left to breathe, but didn't drink in time. Now sour and cheap. At least it leaves a ring to mark the night as candles dry. But you can't light the same fire that you burned through. Like a river, all the water's gone and cheap. It still runs the same. 3 hours have passed since I took my mind off of you. 3 hours.
After I get most of the leaves blown off the patio, as you can see, I'm starting to use the power washer. This is just so satisfying to do and so satisfying to watch back as well. But I did want to say, I know I mentioned I borrowed this from a friend, and I actually just borrow this power washer from her once a year, and I just go ahead and clean off our patio in late spring, early summer, just to get it ready for the rest of the summer. But if you can borrow items like this that are large and kind of difficult to store, that is always a great way to go. As long as you have some friends that have items like this, you might as well just borrow it rather than owning it.
Your last thought tried to run through. 3 hours have passed since a minute that I missed you. 3 hours have passed. It'll be 4 before you know it. 3 hours have passed. Well, 3 hours have passed. These 3 hours have passed. 3 hours have passed. From a love to light, keep warm in the storm, breathe awake a little fire only for the lonely nights. Rip a line from the page, watch it fade up in smoke, hope rise through the rain, higher than we'd ever go, blown away. It's gone cold, you say. It's someone else's spark in someone else. sunrise, lay by my side, watch the morning fight over you against the glowing. It's someone else's spark, it's someone else's heart, as someone else falls in love with you. And all that's left, the fire we had, and the higher we get now, is sparks. And all we kept from the embers deep red are the memories we let fly like sparks. Leave me the pieces, I'll take them back together now. Don't try to say goodbye. I'll be fine. Go on now.
Whenever we have the hose out, my dog likes to attack the hose, although he learned fairly quickly that you don't exactly want to attack this power washer. He did not realize how high pressure it was going to be, but he quickly jumped away. But poor little guy, he definitely is a curious one.
Are the memories we let fly like sparks? Oh, oh, just sparks. Oh, oh, these sparks. Oh, oh, lost sparks. Oh, oh. Hard to find what is true. Fade
I always love hearing from you in the comments, so let me know if you clean up your backyard as at the beginning of summer, or if you have some sort of schedule when you clean up your backyard. And do you own a power washer? Do you use it? I'm always curious to hear what people do, like what schedules they have as far as keeping their yards clean or other spaces in their home. I like to clean our yard usually at the beginning of the summer, and then again towards the end, like maybe early fall, just to clean things up before the winter starts.
I wish everything was simple. I wish all I had to do is wonder all love's unsolved riddles. Believe in you. I wish everyone was happy. I wish all I had to say, when you're the only one left standing at the dance, that it'll be okay. I wish people prayed for heaven here today. No one needs to wait. No fear or hate. I wish God would write me letters. Introduce me to and she could take me through the lessons, and I could trade some songs I wrote. And though most days I'd say we're just guessing, it's enough to hold. I wish people's hope buried deep would grow. Underneath old roads, break green leaves through stone. I wish everything was simple. I wish
As you can see from this clip and some of the earlier clips, I like to go ahead and clean off our patio furniture with the power washer as long as I'm borrowing it. I really would like to get new patio furniture. That table is just something I made. I found the wood planks just in a trash pile. They were like fence planks, and I just bound them together with a piece of wood and bought some legs from IKEA, and the folding chairs are also from IKEA. And then some of the other furniture we just got off of Facebook Marketplace. but I would really like to do some sort of patio makeover at some point, but for now, these are working for us. I also wanted to tell y'all a story. If you can see kind of that hole next to our garden bed there, I don't know if you can tell, but the rocks are kind of pushed away. We knew that some sort of animal had made a hole under our deck patio, but we didn't know what it was. Well, then one day my son's desk is right by the window looking over the patio, and he saw a skunk come out of there. And we ended up seeing this skunk carry her babies out of this little den that she had made under our deck and take them to a different location. So I will insert a clip. We have some footage just from a phone, so it's not great footage, but of this mama skunk carrying her babies to a different location. I guess they were old enough to move them someplace else. And now I have since seen at least one, I don't know if it's the same guy, but one little baby skunk keeps visiting our yard, and I can see it from my desk window, and it is just the cutest thing. I don't think I've ever seen a baby skunk, but it is so cute. But I will insert that video so you can see what that looked like.
Oh
My goodness.
Minutes slow down. All I want now is to find you.
They are moving.
Lately we've been staring demons in the eye. Made a habit of looking past all the lies. Or just be honest, has it ever been fine? Come on, watch this frame forever go on and on and on, then blow by and on be the leaves at your window and on be the feeling you're coming home. I'll keep everything, nothing, and all let's leave the city and life behind us. All steal some moonlight to guide through is all these minutes slow down. All I want now is to find you again. Is to find you again. And I'll keep time watching stars in the moon heartbeat. Stops as it shines on you. I'll keep everything and nothing and all let's leave the city and life behind us. I'll steal some moonlight to guide through is all these minutes slow down. All I want now is to find you again.
Yours here right now, the kind of night we dream about. Oh, 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 it's beautiful. Yeah, time flies when you get it right, so hold on tight to me. Love like we never grew up and live like you just get one tonight. We're kings and queens. One blink and it's over. Wake up and we're older tonight. We're kings and queens.
Okay, so this is the price you pay to clean. You get completely filthy. So I need to deal with this.
Love like we never grew up and live like you just get one tonight. We're kings and queens. One blink and it's over.
So this was the next day. I wanted to make sure the patio was completely dry and the furniture was also dry before replacing them onto the patio, and I did just need to clean off some of the furniture pieces. The chairs don't get like super clean with the power washer, so I went ahead and cleaned those and the little side table with some all-purpose cleaning spray.
From hello, what's your name? I know I'll never be the same.
And here I'm just hanging up our hammock. I actually got that ladder out because I thought that I needed it to be able to reach the hook, but then I realized that the hammock had like a rope that would reach easily. It was just like hanging there on the hook. So I ended up not needing the ladder, but oh well, I did get this hung up, and that was the final thing I needed to do on this day.
Get the chance to be here with you. Two crazy fools, two left feet, step by step, heartbeat by beat. Life's a song, love's a dance. So come and take my hand.
So while I'm out here in the backyard, I thought I would give a little update on our garden. If you haven't seen that video, I can link it. But my daughter and I made this raised garden bed a few months ago, or a couple months ago. Unfortunately, we've had a ton of rain. And also, if you watch the video, then you know that we don't have any experience on gardening. So we're doing the best we can here. But it kind of looks like the peppers are struggling. We do have what looks to be like a baby cucumber coming in. The cucumber plant looks kind of nice. The cilantro, I'm pretty sure is just totally dead. I'm not sure though. You'll have to let me know what you think about that guy. And then the basil is looking really nice. We actually probably need to prune that, pick some off. I don't know much about gardening or working with plants, but I think you do have to prune for it to continue to grow. But anyway, I just thought I would give you a little update on our garden while I was out here. This was on yet another day. This was definitely a big project. On the first day when I was power washing, it took like 5 or 6 hours. I can't remember exactly how long, but I ended up getting done that day close to dinner time. So I definitely had to spread this project out over a few days, but on this day I was trying to take care of the weeds in this area. It was definitely very challenging, and there were some weeds that were super stubborn, and I ended up having to grab some weed killer to spray on them. And even after I let it sit on there for a while to work, I still could not get a lot of those weeds pulled at the roots. So it was not perfect in the end, but it was better.
Come and take my hand.
I also decided to work in this corner of our yard, and again, it was not perfect in the end, but it was better. Honestly, we kind of need to redo this area. I think we need a better weed barrier put down, and we definitely need to replace some of those rocks. But on this day, I got done as best as I could, and that was better than nothing, in my opinion.
When the house is quiet, when the halls are dark, when an empty
I was scared. There was something in there, but I think it might just be this little tiny lizard. I hope that's all I'm hearing. Because we did have a family of skunks living in our backyard. I will probably insert footage of the mama skunk carrying her baby skunks to a different location, but it always makes me nervous when I hear wildlife. So I'm gonna be cautious.
we all feel lost. No, you're not the only one standing in the dark. Millions of people living out a dream. All they ever show you is the daily highlight reel. Reach through the darkness, climb through the smoke. We are all here waiting. You'll never be alone.
So while I was working in the backyard, my dog, of course, was back there with me, just living his best life. Lastly, I wanted to work on cleaning our grill. Once again, I guess this is the theme of the day. It was definitely not perfect in the end. Our grill is really old and kind of in bad shape, but it was better than it was before. But here in a minute, you're gonna see me. I'm kind of scared because there were cockroaches in our grill and I was terrified. Here, I'm just showing you the cleaner that my husband had bought to clean our grill, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that since it's what we had on hand. This weekend that I was working on cleaning up the backyard was actually Father's Day weekend, and it was definitely a bittersweet weekend for me this year. For those of you who don't know, my dad passed away in November of 2020. He had a very odd and weird illness. They weren't exactly sure what it was, but they basically diagnosed him with a fungal infection that was very severe and ended up attacking some of his neurological processes, and he ended up ultimately passing away from that disease. And this was my biological father, and I do still have my stepfather, which I'm so grateful for. I'm thankful that even in the midst of the sadness of divorce, that something beautiful can happen, like me ending up with two dads. But nevertheless, this weekend was really hard because it was the first Father's Day without my biological dad. And so it was really hard. And it was especially hard and sad for me as I was cleaning this grill, just reminiscing. We would go visit him every other weekend, and he would often grill for us. And even in the dead of winter, mind you, this is in Indiana where it snows and gets icy, he would be making stuff on the grill even in winter. But that is just something that I remember about my dad. And I really believe when you lose someone, just sharing stories about them is so meaningful and cathartic, and it just reminds you of them and it helps you to not lose your memories. So if anyone had the same issue this year where Father's Day was bittersweet, I just send a bunch of love to you.
It just comes around to figure out the verses to her new songs. By my window with a beauty that just curses the room. Leave the wreckage where it lays. I just wanna stay. Watch the tide crest and what love's left, let fires play hide and seek. Shake the angels from their catbird seat and dive into the waves. And we can laugh as oceans crash, your tears on our face. Looking for someone to understand this bluebird that just comes around to figure out the verses to her new.
Here, I just wanted to show you the after shots of what my backyard was looking like when I was finished cleaning it up. But this is all I have for you in today's video. I hope this video was motivational or inspirational for you today to get a space in or around your home cleaned today. If you are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by, and I would love it if you would consider subscribing. Thanks, y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.